Hello and welcome to Spartan Sports Report. I'm Justin Allegri. A brand new season of Spartan Sports Report. We're happy to have you, and a lot going on this episode. We'll talk with the Director of Athletics, Marie Tuitt. We'll take you inside the start of the women's soccer season and, of course, give you all the football action. But first, the Mountain West Network will break down the start of the football season for San Jose State.
Brent Brennan enters his third season as the head coach at San Jose State. After starting primarily underclassmen in Brennan's first 2 seasons, the Spartans believe a veteran core of players will help continue to lead the program in the right direction. Tamara Brown here in the Mountain West Network studio with the 4-on-1 on the San Jose State Spartans as we count down to kickoff. The 2019-2020 Spartans football season was sparked with the announcement of a $40 million renovation that was announced before the kickoff of spring practice. It includes a new facility that will be on the east side of the stadium and will include new locker rooms, coaches' offices, an auditorium, and spectator seating on the 50-yard line. The locker room is done and was unveiled in the beginning of June to the players. This is just the first step for the Spartans in building a consistent winning football program.
It started with Jean Blameyer and now it's continued with Marie. And, in 4 years, the upgrade in facilities at San Jose State has been the most significant in the history of the school.
You know, it's cool to see the new locker room we got from our last year here, and the groundbreaking for the new facility that will eventually be in a couple years. But just to see how the future is starting to get the ball rolling, it's awesome.
The offensive player to watch is quarterback Josh Love. Love, who has improved each season at San Jose State, is coming off a 2018 season where he completed 56% of his passes. In 8 games, the fifth-year senior threw for almost 2,000 yards and tallied 14 touchdowns.
Josh was one of those players that really invested going into last season. And I think you saw that where he was able to have some real breakout games where he was incredibly efficient and accurate, and that's exciting for me to see, like, his development.
I've been taking care of the ball really well all spring. I'm more all-knowing with the offense. More with details of the routes and obviously with the protections like I mentioned. I think when you start to know what everybody's doing, now everything works, that's when you can improve your game.
The defensive player to watch is Ethan Aguayo, who is the Spartans' top returning tackler. Last season, Aguayo and fellow senior Jesse Asuna combined for 199 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries, and 6 pass breakups.
Ethan has been productive, the previous season also, just incredibly productive. And he's such a hard worker. He's kind of a quiet leader. He's always putting in the work. He's always, kind of pushing the group that way.
I think for us, it's can we work together as a team and can we constantly communicate, focusing on the small, minor details that will pay off in the long run.
The Spartans opened the season with back-to-back home games against Northern Colorado and Tulsa before hitting the road to play Arkansas and then Air Force. After a 5-overtime thriller last season versus Hawaii, the game to have circled on your calendar is the rematch versus the Rainbow Warriors.
That's one of those games that I point to with the team, right? Because here you have Hawaii, who had a really good football season, a really good team. And here we are going to 5 overtimes, fighting tooth and nail every step and standing toe-to-toe with them through 5 overtimes, and that was one of those things that I continue to point to with our team, like look how close we are, in that game we're that close. So we'll be excited to go over there and play, but that's definitely one of the games we point to, one of those fourth quarter overtime games. Here we are, let's finish it. And that's a step we got to take this year.
It was fun. It was a fun, exciting game. I think it goes to show that we can compete with these teams that have gone to bowl games and that we're able to do it, but we just need to finish like we've been putting emphasis on this whole offseason, is finishing in the fourth quarter, finishing the overtime, whatever it may be. Just big emphasis on that.
All right, thank you very much, Tamara. A great breakdown of San Jose State football heading into the year. During the summer, though, the football team was also active off of the field. Beyond Football program is always engaged in the community, and here's a look at what they do.
Through the Beyond Football program, we are collaborating with one of our local elementary schools to create a mentorship with the children in the school and our players who are having a one-on-one direct impact with at-risk youth.
The mentorship program has impacted our students every single day. They have worked really hard to set goals, especially with behavior academics with their mentors. They refer to those goals almost every single day. We are an AVID elementary school, which is advancement via individual determination. And so it's about career and college readiness skills. And so working with a young man from college who's also an athlete who focuses on academics has connected everything they're doing here at school to what their future could be.
It is really exciting to see a young boy, a third grader, sprint across the playground when he sees his mentor show up for that day. There is nothing greater than seeing the joy on that kid's face, and to be honest, the joy on our player's face, because they truly know that the impact that they're making in that student's life is huge.
It's been really amazing. It's made the confidence of our boys that were struggling at the beginning to have so much confidence and positive energy.
Without being able to be with this kid all the way through, like, it makes me sad because this kid's great and I want to be there to see him just grow up, be successful, and use all the things that I taught him to be a great young man.
Mine is Devin. Mine's Charlie. To never give up, and if you can't do it, just keep trying. Never give up, keep trying it, listen to your teacher, and get good grades.
What's up, guys? Jay Coleman, intern with the San Jose State Beyond Football program. We're out here picking up our students from Robert Sanders Elementary School that are part of our mentoring program to take them out for a VIP experience of a spring game. You guys excited?
Yeah!
A lot of the players can relate to a lot of my students and going through a lot of similar, childhood experiences, and they can connect with the students, and they give my students hope and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and that they're doing good things with their lives, and they're helping gear these students to have that same mindset that they too can do the exact same thing. It really helped when we actually got to go to Spartan Stadium to watch our mentors play football, to be a part of their world since they're here with us at our world every other week. It helped connect what they're doing to a bigger picture.
We'll take our first break here on Spartan Sports Report. More coming up after this.
Once the storms have come and gone, and it's time to put back the pieces, you might have lots of questions, but one of them shouldn't be who to turn to. Trust your roof to a contractor who cares, one who's part of an exclusive network of roofing professionals. Trust your roof to an Owens Corning roofing contractor.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Welcome back here on Spartan Sports Report, where the first game for San Jose State football in the books, a win over Northern Colorado. We take you back to the opening night from SEFCU Stadium and some of the sights and sounds.
Gets the carry along the near hash. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. goes down again. Inside the 5, Ethan Aguayo sought him out, brought him down. Spinning around and making a strong-handed catch in the end zone. Derek Deese Jr. touchdown, San Jose State. Takes the handoff, bounces out near side, lunges to the pylon. He's in, touchdown, San Jose State. 25-yard line, rolling to his left side. Another big hit, and it's intercepted. San Jose State, their second interception of the game, and this one is Bobby Brown. Has it for the Spartans, his second career interception.
We'll step aside once again here on Spartan Sports Report. When we come back, we'll take a look at the women's soccer program after this.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families,
for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
Once the storms have come and gone, and it's time to put back the pieces. You might have lots of questions, but one of them shouldn't be who to turn to. Trust your roof to a contractor who cares, one who's part of an exclusive network of roofing professionals. Trust your roof to an Owens Corning roofing contractor.
Welcome back here on Spartan Sports Report. The women's soccer team, they're underway trying to defend their Mountain West Conference Championship title, and they've already started their games, and we catch up with Lauren Hansen and her team.
My number one goal when I got here was let's change the culture here. They didn't believe in themselves and, obviously had a challenging time before, and so we set out to do that, and we did just that, and I think we're in a really positive place right now with that culture, and obviously every year you have to continue to build on that, one year after the next, because every team is different, and so that's the challenge of coaching, and that's what's fun within it. When players come in and they see our program, we talk a lot about being in the top 25, and I think for our program, and especially for the new players that are here that just walked onto our campus and are now competing in training camp, it's let's be in the top 25, and how do we get there? And the next step is, we got to be able to keep the ball better, and we got to be more dynamic in the attack because we've shown and proven that defensively we've done a fantastic job, and so you keep that and you keep building off of that, but you also need to now generate, more opportunities for yourself.
As an athlete and as her employer, I feel like she's easy to talk to. Obviously, as a player, she's more intimidating, I felt like at the time. But she did let us know that she's always open, and once we did step out of our shell, that was very obvious. She was always open to hear what we had to say, and even now working with her, it's the same way. She's always open to hear ideas, always open to hear anybody's opinions.
My staff is like family to me, and we talk a lot about family with the team, and I think that stems from the top down, and so for us, we are a family, and we all get along really well, and we love each other. It sounds a little kumbaya, but it's really not that way. We have a great time together. We all work really hard. I don't see myself as the person who necessarily created this culture. I see it as our staff created this culture, and it's their personalities that meld with the team and help interact with them and motivate them, and they're a huge part if not all of it, all of us together in building this. And so there's not one person who's greater than another, and I think that's the beauty of our staff.
Oh, honestly, I couldn't wish for a better coaching staff. Like, I never thought I'd have a coaching staff like them. They're so welcoming and allowing of that learning environment, which is super rare, I feel like, and allowing me to be able to feel comfortable, to not feel like you're gonna get judged for saying something or any of that, having that ability to really connect with them, and they just want what's best for you, and that's why you want to communicate to them so much, is because they just want what's best for you.
There's always something different about each season that makes it special, so I'm excited to find out what that thing is this year, and I'm excited to be successful. We have a good group of freshmen that came in, some transfers. Everyone's really bought into the program and on the same page, and it's nice to see that so early, so I'm excited to see where that takes us.
This team is, they're very driven. I would say this team is a driven team. They've come in, they're organized, they're driven, and they're they have great fun, but they're a little bit business too. And that's kind of from the top down, and I think you have a team now that you've returned where you have a lot of experience. You have the seniors that have either taken second place in our league or been first place in the league or won a Mountain West championship for all 3 seasons that they've been here, and this is their 4th. Our junior class has either won the league or won a Mountain West championship. Our sophomore class won a Mountain West championship. And so now, one of the kind of challenges that I put toward our freshman class is, what's your legacy going to be now? And how are you going to help the seniors in their legacy here? So it's talking about kind of like a snowball, right? You just have to build one thing after the next, and each legacy you build on the next. And so that's our goal here, is really to create an amazing culture, but also to build a legacy. And so, this year, you never know, but I'm really excited about this season, and I think it's a very driven team.
This team has a different essence about them than last year and past years, more like a calm confidence, a bit like a subtle confidence, and I like that. I think it'll, throw teams off a bit.
If you want to be inspired, come out, because this team is inspiring, and they work hard every single day, and off the field, they're an amazing group of young women. They're going to be future leaders within our community and within San Jose and even elsewhere, and we would love for you to come out and see them play and be inspired, because you feel it when you're out here. You feel it in training, you feel it in the games, and that's why I do what I do, because I love to see them come together and connect, and how well they play together. And so hopefully people can come out and enjoy that too.
We've already come so far. At this point, it's I wanted to see how much more we could go, honestly. I believe in this team full-heartedly, and I think one of the big things I'm most excited about this season is so different was knowing I could come back and be I have a legacy here. Whether that's another ring or not, I'm so lucky to call myself a Spartan, honestly.
Take one more break here on Spartan Sports Report. When we come back, Director of Athletics Marie Tuitt will join us in studio.
With unrivaled landscapes that provide a quality of life unlike any in the country, you'll find us immersed at the peak of nature's splendor through a gateway of opportunity which leads to academic and personal growth that is beyond compare. Our students learn at the peak of achievement, and as our more than 5,000 student athletes take the field of play with unequaled passion, you'll find us performing at the peak of competition. The Mountain West is at the peak.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Welcome back in on Spartan Sports Report, presented by Los Gatos Roofing. We're now joined by the athletic director here at San Jose State, Marie Tuitt. Thanks so much for joining us, as always. We'd like to have you on one of the first episodes of the year.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get right into it here. Talk about the goals for the year for San Jose State Athletics. And now it's your 3rd year. You always have some goals that you set out with the program. What are the goals coming into this year?
Well, they're pretty simple. They're kind of the same goals that we had a couple years ago, which is we want to continue to be more competitive, especially in the conferences that we are proud members of. Mm-hmm. We want to move our athletics program forward. We have to build facilities and generate revenue. It's always a priority to graduate the student athletes that, we have the honor of serving and make sure that they leave San Jose State with their degree.
Right.
But it's an exciting time, and each year I have felt that we've been accomplishing some of those goals, and we still have quite a bit of work to do.
Sure. Well, and you talk about exciting times. I think now that we've played the first home game for football, most fans recognize maybe some of that excitement is having to do with the east side of the football stadium. So maybe talk about that and what's going on over there.
Right. Well, first of all, it's just great to start the year and to start the journey with the win against a very good Northern Colorado team. So congratulations to Coach Brendan and his staff. And yes, next time you enter SEFCU Stadium, you'll see on the east side that there are no bleachers there. There's a big, huge banner that says future home of the Spartan Athletic Center. We've been pretty focused on that building for the last couple of years. It's a building that will certainly serve football, men's and women's soccer, but it'll actually serve all 22 sports that we sponsor with the dining facility and sports medicine. So we're real excited about that building.
Right, and what is the future now for that building? I know fans will come in and see the grass over there, but that's part of the process to get it going throughout the next part of next year.
Correct. So as soon as we finish our game against Fresno Thanksgiving weekend, that whole east side will come down. And as you know, the PA system's currently stored over there. We've got some light poles that have to be removed. So we'll actually tear down from December to about April, remove the whole space there. And then we're going to put a shovel in the ground next summer to start the operation. It's going to be about a 65,000 square foot facility. Hopefully take us about 18 months to 2 years to get it built, and then we'll be able to welcome our teams into a brand new facility.
Well, we'd love to get you involved, sjsuspartans.com, for all the information as well and how you can get involved on the new facility on the east side of SEFCU Stadium. All right, away from SEFCU Stadium, new facilities on campus. The SRAC is done, which is great for the swimming sports as well. And I want to talk about the event center now getting a naming deal as well. So maybe talk about those two elements.
Right, two really big sort of touch point moments for us. So the Spartan Recreation Aquatic Center opened up in May, the ribbon cutting. Both our water polo programs, men's water polo, women's water polo, and swimming and diving are housed there. We had a terrific event this past Saturday where we honored all of our men's and women's water polo Hall of Famers and All-Americans to kind of cut the ribbon again in the Aquatic Center. It's just a beautiful facility, not just for athletics, but for the general student body, which, of course, I'm thrilled that they have an opportunity to recreate. And then, yes, we announced a naming opportunity. Provident Credit Union will now be the naming sponsor of the event center. We're excited about that relationship and that partnership with Provident. The rights fee will allow us to reinvest into the facility because the event center needs some attention. So we're looking forward to doing that the next few years, which will enhance the atmosphere for both of our basketball programs and our gymnastics program that currently competes in there. And at some point we'll move volleyball in there too. So I'm real excited for that opportunity.
Well, and it's a lot going on, a lot to cover. Maybe your message to fans about how to get involved and what's going on and how they can be a part of this transformation.
Well, I really think that the very best part of athletics are our student athletes. They're really the best ambassadors, and they're just terrific young people. And if people come and bring their families and enjoy affordable family entertainment in whatever sport that we are sponsoring, I think they just walk away with a great feeling and appreciation for the young people that are participating. And it creates a kind of atmosphere and environment that just helps our student athletes. I would encourage everyone to come to a football game, a volleyball game, soccer games. We have activities all year long in all different sports, and just bring your family, bring your friends, and come and really enjoy watching. I always refer to them as our future leaders of America, but come watch them compete. You won't be disappointed.
All right, very good stuff. The Director of Athletics here at San Jose State University, Marie Tuitt, joining us. Thanks so much. We appreciate it. Spartan up.
Once the storms have come and gone, and it's time to put back the pieces, you might have lots of questions, but one of them shouldn't be who to turn to. Trust your roof to a contractor who cares, one who's part of an exclusive network of roofing professionals. Trust your roof to an Owens Corning roofing contractor.
With unrivaled landscapes that provide a quality of life unlike any in the country, you'll find us immersed at the peak of nature's splendor through a gateway of opportunity which leads to academic and personal growth that is beyond compare. Our students learn at the peak of achievement, and as our more than 5,000 student athletes take the field of play with unequaled passion, you'll find us performing at the peak of competition. The Mountain West is at the peak.
Welcome back here on Spartan Sports Report. That does it for this month's episode. Once again, you can find all the news, stats, information on sjsuspartans.com. We'd love to see you out at any home event for San Jose State Athletics. That does it for us, though. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.